God speaks in a number of ways. One size doesn't fit all. We're not the same. We don't all connect with God the same way. It all depends on how we're wired. Are you a visual or a verbal person, or an analytical or intuitive person? God usually accommodates our particular makeup and nature. To the creative person, he might speak in images. To the more logical, critical thinker, he might speak thoughts or actual words. To the intuitive person, he may speak through inner impressions. But what distinguishes his voice from the other voices, impressions, the thoughts, and images that might fill our heads? Well, in a word, they're different. For one thing, they're spontaneous. It's more a heart thing than a head thing. I'm more likely to hear his voice when my mind isn't working that hard. It's usually unsought. It seems to come out of the blue. So not only do I have to learn to how to quiet myself and rest, I have to learn how to tune into spontaneity. This requires a reawakening of my childlikeness as well as exercising a degree of risk. Another thing is that God doesn't shout, He prefers to whisper. So I have to learn to pay attention to the little subtle things that I so easily overlook, that I regard as unimportant. A random thought or impression or feeling, a passing comment someone makes in a conversation, or simply a glance that I notice. In addition, God's voice carries a certain weight of validity, importance, and life that my normal thoughts don't. There's an aliveness which leads me to pray like the boy Samuel. Speak, God, I'm ready to listen.